Greetings friends and welcome back to That Garden Place. That's right, in today's video we're going to be focusing in on something that's practical and specific about companion planting in your garden, specifically for tomatoes. Specific companions for tomatoes they're like friends, they're pals, they're the protectors, and they're the gatherers of, well, all of the goodness that you can find in the garden. For fruiting plants, the friends and the heroes in your garden, in your container, or in your raised bed. So let's get to work at That Garden Place. First, let's start off with why companions are so important, especially for tomatoes. They perform different functions in the garden, and these are functions a tomato cannot do for itself. All they do is add benefits, and speaking of benefits, if you like what you're seeing here, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. For tomatoes, the benefits come in 4 areas: increasing nutrient uptake, pest control, attracting pollinators, and increasing fruit production. So in a bed like this one that I'm planning on, or I am letting go to seed right now so that we have seeds for next year, setting any fruiting plant on the road to success means you need to have pollinators. It absolutely requires them. So picking flowering plants is an absolute must. Consider first marigolds, as they are the award winner when it comes to protecting tomatoes. You can consider zinnias. You can also look at lavenders, as they perform well as well. Lavender also has an extra benefit of pest control, which we'll talk about in a moment. Speaking of pest control, these pollinators we have chosen also bring the good bugs like ladybugs and lacewings. This army of good bugs control the bad bugs like aphids, caterpillars, cabbage worms, and tomato hornworms, which are the biggest enemy of tomatoes. And if you've ever had an infestation of them in your tomatoes, well, Lord help you. Also consider things like calendula, which is actually a great trap crop that makes sure that we draw in the bad guys and have a target for them while we protect our tomatoes. But we won't be going into too much detail for that because, well, we don't have any at this time. But today we're going to focus in on those marigolds I talked about first, because they are scientifically proven to repel moss and are also great as borders for raised beds. In fact, they're primarily one of the best for borders for raised beds, as they actually naturally excrete a pyrethrum, which we can talk about in future videos. Lastly, if you can find or sow them yourself, nasturtiums are another great attractor. Next up, we're going to focus on natural repellent crops. In fact, anything in the onion family is great, but chives is one of the best. In fact, chives are another year-round border protector in the Southwest. So if you're looking to the borders of your garden, but maybe not a direct companion, herbs like dill, cilantro, and parsley are also good choices there. Now, last but certainly not least, let's talk herbs. Now, basil is the best of all herbs for tomatoes, and as they actually increase tomato yields. I know that's surprising, but they also increase the quality of the flavor. Mix in rosemary, sage, oregano, and thyme, and your pest control army is fully complete, and so is your kitchen pantry. You'll notice missing pests like slugs, flea beetles, spider mites, aphids, grasshoppers, and army worms. The last and greatest thing that is a plus in the garden and the kitchen is garlic. The strong scent repels bugs, and its antibacterial properties protect from soil-borne disease and fungal issues. Another problem for tomatoes. And with that, we wrap up the 4th episode here on That Garden Place. Next week, we're going to look at a more focused approach to small space gardening for our friends who only have space for a container or maybe even a shallow wall box. In fact, what I'm going to show you how to build and create is a multi-tiered planter that will make it so you can increase and double or triple sizing your yields. Believe it or not, it's not that hard. So be sure that you leave your thoughts and your questions in the comments section down below. I try to get to them all over the course of the next week, and your questions usually don't go unanswered. In fact, any feedback that you can give me about the channel and what you're interested in will also influence the videos that I make in the future. And if you liked all of this, don't forget to double check you're subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, and be sure to turn on the notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time on That Garden Place.